A Clayface movie? This is something that I never thought about before, but this actually sounds pretty cool. And honestly, like, I'd love to see this. And it reminds me of, like, what we got with Joker, because that was very much a new take on the character, exploring the character's origins, but also like the tragedy of the character and why the character is the way they are. Because most villains in comics and stuff, it's like, boom, they're a villain. Who cares why they're a villain? They're just bad guys, so the superhero has to get them. But that's why I like Joker, because it explored why you should kind of feel bad for him, but also not, because he's murdering people and everything. But now, director Matt Flanagan, who I've never heard of before, I just did a quick Google search. Looks like he's directed a bunch of horror movies that I haven't seen, but they're movies like Doctor Sleep and Haunting on Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, stuff like that. So he's a horror director, and recently he has come out and said that he would love to direct a Clayface solo movie where it's like a standalone origin horror movie about Clayface. And just like with Joker, I feel like this could really work, because I remember when Joker first came out, everybody was automatically like, alright, what villain are they doing next? They're doing a Lex Luthor movie or a Deathstroke movie, and sure, those would be cool, but why not go for some smaller Batman villains like this that would make for a really compelling story as well? Just like with Mr. Freeze, I think would make a great solo origin movie as well. I actually made a video about that on my channel before as well, so you can check that out if you want. But Clayface fits into that category too. I feel like he would work out really well, because he does have a really tragic story. He was an actor, a really famous actor, and then I don't remember his story for sure, because I've seen so many versions of it. And either there's an accident or he gets involved in a crime or something, and basically something goes wrong, he gets infected with this stuff, and then he becomes Clayface. And it's really a tragic story, because it's also kind of like a Frankenstein type thing, where you see his lover, and then all of a sudden she's afraid of him, because, big clay monster, so who wouldn't? And it's just a really interesting story that I would love to see adapted, and also just to see a live-action Clayface done right, because we've seen a few versions of him in live-action before. There was a version on Gotham, and there was a version on the Birds of Prey TV series, but none of them really looked like the real Clayface. It was more like a guy that, his skin was stretchy. So it was weird, but I would love to see this. I would love to see a Clayface solo origin movie similar to Joker, exploring the tragedies and the story of this character, because it'd just be so cool to see. So guys, let me know down in the comments below, would you like to see a Clayface origin movie similar to Joker? So thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.